Today we're going to be talking about ancient Egyptian art. The ancient Egyptian art ranges in the time period from 3000 BC to about 30 AD. So about 3,000 years, a very long time for an art movement. Ancient Egyptian art covers painting, sculpture, jewelry, and architecture, especially as we know through the pyramids. This is Queen Nefertiti playing a game. And we can see here, this is a cartouche. And she is playing a game of chess, as we can see here. And they actually did have chess back in the ancient Egyptian times. This is a section of the Book of the Dead. One thing that we noticed about this is made on papyrus. Papyrus was made from the reeds on the Nile, and they were crushed down and made into the first paper. So the Egyptians were actually the first civilization to develop paper and develop some writing, which is the hieroglyphs. Here is a couple examples of some full life-size sculptures of a king and queen. Occasionally, a king and queen would rule together, and these were not have mummies inside of them. These are actually just sculptures. This is King Tut's mask. This is his death mask. So after the mummy was put on, this was created. They would put this mask on top, and this is actually fully gold. This whole thing is made of solid gold. These are some examples of some wooden tomb models. The purpose of these were not dowels. These were actually supposed to be examples of the slaves and the animals which were used for food for the afterlife. So they would make these and put them inside of the tombs, inside the pyramids, with the rulers of the pharaohs after they died, and they would take these to the afterlife with them. This is an example of some earrings, gold. The pharaohs loved gold. Everything that they made, all the jewelry, was made in gold. And we can see that they got very detailed work. This is at the end of the civilization period, and they got very good at crafting very detailed jewelry. Characteristics of ancient Egyptian art is, like we talked about, hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs are images that they used for writing. By the end of the civilization, these hieroglyphs actually turned into letters. So they did actually have an alphabet a little bit, and you will be practicing writing your name in hieroglyphs. Another thing is people are most often shown in profile with their bodies straight on and their heads sideways. Royalty and religion went hand in hand. The royalty were also the gods and the goddesses in their religion. They were very big on the death and the afterlife. Other characteristics of Egyptian art is papyrus. Here's an example of some papyrus, which is, again, the pressed reeds made from the Nile River. The first paper ever made. But again, the Egyptians were the first ones to ever make paper, and they would put their writing on there. They also had a lot of color that they did in their meaning of their artwork. So gold was obviously with the pharaohs and the gods. Like green, we think of like grass, so fertility, rebirth. Blue, water, creation. White, we still have pure and black, death, underworld. We still use a lot of these same colors in art to show some of the same things.